right, folks. I'm Mel. That's Jesse. That's Larry.
Howdy.
Howdy, howdy.
Being the real true Marvel fans that you are, what do you think of the new Marvel sets as a whole?
Who's going first?
You go first.
I don't have too much interest in these new Marvel sets. I have a collection of all these Marvel things, and there's basically only 2 minifigures that stand out, and that's not worth buying a whole set right now.
How about you, Larry?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I mean, nothing is just jumping out at me. It's like, oh, we got another Quinjet and another Hulkbuster. It's like another X-wing and another TIE fighter kind of a thing. But like Jesse said, there's some minifigs, but you get a hold of the minifigs some other way without having to buy the set.
True. Honestly, I kind of felt the same way. It's like, you get another Hulkbuster, another Quinjet. There's another, another hero mech. It's like, give me something I haven't seen, like, the Sanctum Sanctorum or the Daily Bugle, something like that, right? And when the sets came across my desk, I built them, and I was skeptical of it. I was like, how does Hulkbuster look different than the other? And it does. And then even like with the Quinjet, like the different techniques that they built, and it was just different from the ones that we have on our shelves. Like, being a big Marvel fans that we are, I probably own every Quinjet. Like, I got like 5 stacked up over here. It's like, I'm kind of Quinjetted out. How come I couldn't have had this first before all that other stuff? And I get everything's a trial and error, and it's like, you get better with time. But we'll review it. But the first set up is this Ghost Rider mech, and I'll put the specifics in. I'm not going to sit here and ramble off, because that's not the type of guy I am. But I wanted to have a real talk with you guys about some of these sets. Here's the mech on the bicycle. Now, I know what I think. I want to know what you think first, and then, because I don't want to persuade you guys. I want you guys to tell me what you feel. Let me take the mech off the bike.
Yeah, let's take a look at the bike, independent of the mech.
All right, we'll take a look at the bike first, independent from the mech. This here's the bike. So that's got that street hot ride feel, like that GTA, biker game type deal, right? You get your fire and all that hanging out from the sides with the pipes, right? All right. You got the back of the rear fender. You have your gas tank right up here, right? The handlebars move side to side.
That's really weird. Why would they have that in the handlebars? It's kind of
simplicity.
I guess if you're having to get those angles.
Yeah, probably the angles.
Then you're going to have to do those bars, clip and bar style. I wish they would have gone with a more traditional motorcycle wheel in the front.
About this one here.
Maybe a little bit bigger, but
yeah.
I've always loved Ghost Rider. I've always loved, especially his bike. When his new series came out in the 90s or whatever. I was gobbling that up. I thought the art was great. But it's just okay as far as the build goes. I mean, it doesn't. If you took those flames out of the back and took the eyepiece off the front, you wouldn't know that that's Ghost Rider's bike necessarily. So maybe they could have Ghost Ridered it up a little bit more, but
yeah. This set does run like $35. This $35 set. So I mean, how about you, Jesse?
I think the motorcycle here for Ghost Rider is way out of proportion. That the wheels are too small.
Okay.
And the bike mechanics look good for like like a Fat Boy Harley Davidson or whatever, but They call it a fat boy for a reason. Where's the big old tire? So
Yeah, those tires definitely, they look so undersized.
Tiny little tricycle tires.
Especially if you're gonna have a mech riding it.
Don't like it. It's weird. And then and on top of that, they put a mech riding a bike. I don't understand. Give me a brick buildable figure, maybe, of Ghost Rider, and size him up so that he fits on a vehicle that size. But that means also disproportional is that little head.
Yeah,
I'll
show you the mech.
Who passes through? You got a big mech with a little head and a big bike with little tires. I don't know who passed this through. I know it would be tough to new mold head, or you have the minifig in there, so you can take the minifig out, and the minifig's excellent. Right. The flamey skull.
I mean, even with the ad, what you say, because I totally agree. But I think what they probably should have done was actually give the rider a helmet. Now, if you're on a bike, you're riding a helmet anyway. Yeah, it's the Ghost Rider, but like you said, they kill some of the proportionate, because like you said, you got a big body and a little head. Give the mech some mechs have helmets. You give him a helmet, and you actually have a full-size rider, and he can still be inside the mech. Look at Tony Stark. Tony Stark lives inside of a mech. So, he has a helmet, though. Tony Stark has a helmet. So I think that, they missed the mark without having. I think this probably could have made it had you had the helmet on here. That way it doesn't look like Beetlejuice.
It's a shrunken head.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting that, so those pieces that they're using for the arms and the legs, those orange pieces, they don't move. So you get no knee or elbow articulation like you do on like the Wolverine mech or something like that. They look, they seem to be comparable in size, but I think it's now, don't get me wrong, it's a really cool piece, but maybe not for that application. Although, what are the pieces they use for the fingers?
They use the what are these? Let me pop one off. They're like
is that a new piece?
That's a new piece.
Oh, cool. It's a pretty cool piece.
So it's like a finger claw.
Yeah, claw.
I've seen that before.
I mean, instead of using the other ones that, especially like the ones that they use for the Hulkbuster all the time. But even like, I do agree, like the you have no movement in the joints, the knees or the elbows. And they use these flat pieces with the expense of actually fitting the mech onto the bike, because anything else would probably set this thing off scale, or out of whack. So the body's actually able to hug the motorcycle because of the flat. But that's, with the love that they gave into the bike, you got less love on the mech, and it's supposed to be about the mech, right? Not the bike.
I don't know. Ghost Rider, he's kind of both. So
yeah.
I mean, I've got a Ghost Rider minifig already, so.
So if you would get this for $35, if you was to get this for $35, what would you change?
I mean, definitely the wheels. Because in the comic, his bike was pretty much black. Most everything was black and a lot more fire.
Okay, a lot more fire. Yeah, he was flames everywhere, wasn't he? All right. On to the next set?
Yeah.
He said yeah.
That's all I got to say about that.
All right, next up you have Marvel's Miles Morales versus Morbius. All right, so Miles Morales is in a street ride or street race. It's hot rods and street races. Street races are more of those young whippersnapper things. Hot rods are more our thing, right? But you have the street racer with nitrous oxide, that stuff, right? And it's pretty cool. Let me move a little closer. So I'll tell you what I love. I love that, they use the ensemble of Miles Morales' suit to actually coincide with the design of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Like that really probably could be his chest plate. They have this little windshield piece here, and Miles Morales is a lone soldier inside of a aided wide car, right? So you get Miles Morales. It comes with the web accessories, but also, my friend, nice little piece right there, right?
That is a cool piece, yeah.
It also has the Nas tanks in the back,
Nice.
which allows for the Ultra Turbo Boost, right? Turbo Boost. What do you think? At
Is Miles old enough to have a driver's license?
Yeah, I kind of
Does
said that. I was like,
Can he have a car? No, I like the look of that. I like the design of the car. I don't think it's chunky at all, like the bike. What's the price point on that car?
You're looking at $25 for the Miles Morales, and you get the all-new Morbius.
That looks like Morbius. That's pretty all right. Yeah, I'd probably look good in somebody's city somewhere.
Have him racing the Paul Walker. I love the spoiler on this thing. What do you think, Jesse?
This car threw me off. Yeah, the spoiler's cool. The blue fire there is awesome. The color scheme is great. I almost thought this was a Morbius car when I first saw it. So
right.
My plan is probably to get two of these and decal it differently for Morbius versus Miles. And the parts are excellent. I believe the blue webbing and handcuffs that come with it, the accessory webbing, are kind of new colors to get for the web parts. And the minifigs look great. So I would probably buy two of these.
Okay.
Those yellow headlights on the front, those trans yellow little pie wedges, those are new. Am I correct in saying that?
I've never seen these before.
Because I don't know that we've seen. I'm trying to think of what parts or what colors that part comes in trans varieties, and I don't think we get any. But there's some yellow ones right there. I think those little stud shooters though look out of place.
Yeah. And I get it.
They should have colored them the same color of the car. But
I don't know if they make that. I think it looks great actually. The shooters right there doesn't look too big. They should stand out, I think, so you know where they're at. And I think that model's a great design. For the price point, I'll buy two.
Yeah,
skipping Ghost Rider and getting two of these.
I think you get the most. Yeah, that's how I feel. I think you get the most. It comes with the two bats, some drinks, Morbius special, and you get the all the webbing accessories for Miles Morales as well in that transparent light blue. All right, it's a buy for me. All right, next up we have the Hulkbuster. This is the Battle of Wakanda, where this time you have a Bruce Banner inside of a Hulkbuster, right?
As it should be.
Straight out of the Infinity Saga. So this is Infinity Saga, kind of not so retro, but old Marvel Infinity Saga movie stuff.
Yeah, a little replay. That's all, little replay, right?
Looks like we got a lot of stickers.
Yeah, this one definitely did come with a lot of stickers. Oh, am I falling? Wait a minute, I'm gonna have to redo that. Wait a minute, G. Oh no, you can't be falling in the middle of the video, friend. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hold on, let me put this back on here. Tragic. Oh, tragedy. Hold on. What in the world? Oh, it came from up here. Hey. Hold on. Oh, he all falling apart now. See what happens when you manhandle your Lego. Dang. Dang. Well, skip that. No.
No, this is part of the video. When you try to show it off, it falls apart.
It falls apart on you. Yeah, true. It falls apart on you.
I mean, it looks cool, and usually the cooler things look, the more fragile they are. So I'm a little surprised that a mech like that, as beefy as it looks,
right, fell apart.
Would have some loose parts.
Yeah, and I think this one here, just like you said, like, you know, it's I'm definitely not going to edit that out, but yeah, it's as you can see, you got to watch how you handle it, and that's surprising for Lego because everything's meant for playability, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of everything. Sets like this should be playability, like UCS stuff, maybe not so much. All right, so let's get a 360 look here. I do like, and then I'll check how y'all feel. I do like the mixture between the gold and the red this time around. I do.
Mm-hmm. Looks like, I mean, I look at it and I just see, you know, all the parts I want to cannibalize out of it. I mean, I'm not interested in a Hulkbuster for anything, but there's some good parts on there. You got those tiles, those 2x4 rounded corner yellow tiles, and those 3x3 round dark red ones. Good stuff.
Let's see what it says here. It doesn't move left or right. It doesn't do that. You have movement in the legs this way and this way and this way, but the knees don't bend. You have movement in the ankle joints right here, right? The arms, it doesn't. I think that's probably as far as you're gonna get up because of the chest plate here. You get a good. Oh, you get that. I'm gonna be fired. It happens, folks. It does.
And
so, what do you think?
How does the minifig go in there?
Yeah, let me show off some minifig stuff. All right, so in the minifigs, and I think my one gripe is it with the minifig. All right, so you get an Outrider, Okoye. I always mess her name up. So you get an Outrider with Okoye. You get another Outrider with multi limbs right there, and you get Bruce Banner with the double head.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love the rage face.
Yeah, you get the you get the double head here, right? You get double face. Get some printing on the back.
Normal Bruce.
Yep, normal Bruce.
Angry.
He's got veins popping out on his head and everything. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they got some veins.
Yeah, the figure's pretty good.
Veins, right? Yeah.
And it goes inside the mech, right?
Yeah, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the rest of the minifigures, but I'm gonna show you the what I was talking about. So you get the Outrider as if you didn't have enough from.
Right.
Yeah, like a baggie of those guys.
It's like Chitauri.
Uh-huh. You get another Outrider here with the claws and this ugly face. You get Okoye right here. There she go. Let's see. All right. So what I was showing was oh man, this thing here for it. Oh, wait a minute. Whatever. What I was showing was when you put Bruce Banner in here, right? And I think he sits all the way down in here, right? Watch the top.
That's where he goes.
That's where he goes.
That's where and you can still see
His
the
body?
front of him
Yeah.
and his hands. Really?
Nothing goes over his body.
Nope. That's it.
Oh, that's weird. Do better, Lego.
Yeah, man. That's my pet peeve with that. Is just having that space. You can still see him. He's like in there, like.
Yeah. It looked okay when he wasn't in there. Now that he is in there, it looks weird.
Yeah.
So that part is the one exception I would take to this being a really great set.
Stands at $50, $49.99. Would you buy it?
Negative.
385 pieces. Pass.
Yeah. What would you change about this, though? What would you change?
No, definitely put something to cover up the minifig in the chest. I mean, that's just kind of that's like a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I mean, how many Hulkbusters do we have now? 4, 5, 12, 17? I mean,
I think that this one is probably the better looking. Other than I'm not even talking about the UCS ones. That's another time for another discussion for another day. But as far as on the minifig scale, I think this is the best looking one. But I don't think that this is with the playability is thing here. It looks great, but the playability with all the pieces and the clips and stuff like that, you kind of got pieces falling off here a bit. I mean, but I just maybe it's just the way that the design that they put the gold on to the mech with the red. Because I mean, when I put it up against another Hulkbuster, I mean, the details on it looks great for me. I mean, my pet peeve is like with y'all is that you got the minifigure body still hanging out of the cockpit here.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's white space there. That's a big weak spot right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I would change. I mean, I would still get it and put this, and I am going to modify this one. And if you have to put a bigger towel plate up here to cover that up or something, I'm gonna try to figure out a way to cover this up. And it's going in my Avengers Tower inside. So I think this is a better look one. And maybe honestly, let me tell you, maybe I'm in love with the shoulder pads up here, like this right here. Kind of like the head is recessed because you have some of the shoulder pads like a little bit over it. It's not popped up like this.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best part of the build. Again, I'm not a fan of all the stickers, but
yeah, stickers. But yeah, I'm with you, man. It's with certain set redundancy, it's over and over again. You kind of it's like I seen that one. Show me something else.
yeah,
Show me something else.
yeah. But there's a lot of kids out there that did not get the sets that we collected a couple of years ago. So they need to sell some more. Then cool, new design, new minifig. Looks all right.
All right. Let's see. All right, bear with me here. All right. Next up, you have the Avengers Quinjet is retailed at $99.99. Let me back it up for a second. All right. So here's my thought on it, right? But better yet, let me hear yours, and then I'll tell you how I felt. All right, let me swing this around here. So it actually comes with 2 sticker sheets. I was putting them together, talking to Jesse, and I'm like, yo, this is a lot of sticker sheets. This is a lot of stickers. I'm like, it's like 2 sheets. And he was like, it's 2 sheets. I'm like, and I'm looking at 2 sheets. There's an A side and a B side. Mm-hmm. So the B side was the Shield ensemble, and the A side was the Avengers ensemble. So you could pick and choose which ones which stickers you wanted, right?
Well, that's interesting. But you can't switch back and forth. You really just got to make up your mind from the get-go.
Right. Or you go big balling and you buy 2 and you just do both. If you're big balling.
Mm-hmm.
Right, wait a minute. It might just be me. Or is everything falling apart today?
We'll put this together.
Right. It might be built in error. All right. So you got the Quinjet. Same kind of style. That didn't change, right? But what did change is that they turned this baby all gray.
Yeah.
The box art for me kind of was like, I was looking at it, I'm like, no, because the box art would show you the undercarriage, right? And it looked very square. Like the undercarriage looked very square. I couldn't figure it out. But it was kind of, for me, it was kind of like, don't judge the book by its cover. Because I do like how they did the cockpit. You got like that windshield here.
Yeah, I like the way they put those in sideways.
Yeah, and so it kind of
technique.
That round cockpit look, right? Let me open this up. Oh, I am breaking stuff today. Breaking it.
Looks pretty good from the top. Yeah, the wings, the aerodynamics.
Mm-hmm. I think those wings are hugely improved with that new-ish piece.
It's great that they have cargo space in there. You got room in the pilot. You got room for cargo. All the seating.
I'm gonna tell you, Larry. Me and Jesse was talking about it. This is probably the one that will fit all of the Avengers. Now you only get a couple, and then I think only one, like the Hulk, was fitting on the bottom of it or something like that. I think that was probably out there. But this one will fit all of the Avengers.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's good to have that kind of playability. I like it.
Yep. Yeah, it's got to have that playability because the Infinity Saga part of the movie where they capture Loki and Thor comes in and takes him out of the Quinjet. That's what's going on here. And whoa, landing gear moves in and out of place. Okay.
Landing gears move out of the way there.
And it comes with a stand, which is kind of unique for a playset. But
yeah, stand over here. Yeah,
that's a good feature actually for that size vehicle. Pretty slick.
Let's check the minifigures out. Oh, I'm way off. Hold on a second. All right, let's check the minifigures out. All right. So we got, and that kind of threw me off. Like, I get it. Like, mostly every set needs that one bad guy, right? I get it. But I think this one here, I probably would have skipped Loki.
What? That's the money fig. Turn his face around. This is the only Loki ever produced with an alternate face with the mask covering his mouth.
Oh, nice. Okay, yep.
He said, yep.
That's important.
That's the fig. That's the fig that makes the whole set, Mel.
I knew you weren't going to forget that, Jesse. I knew you wasn't.
Like I said, this is where they capture. He's got, they take Loki. They got the Tesseract or something, and then Thor's in the set, breaks in the back of the Quinjet and steals Loki.
Thor's still looking like Thor.
Classic Thor. Yeah, it's a good set. That was well thought out. I think those are the figs you need. Black Widow and the pilot and the alternate stickers. Some new printing there, it looks like.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like his chest, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And get the Black Widow too. Yeah, I think this is and it was crazy because like I said, the box art really wasn't doing the thing. Just I thought it was black. I'm like, oh, a black Quinjet, but it was just the dark. Oops, the dark box art that was kind of throwing me off, and then they show you the bottom of the jet. So she got some printing on the arms there. If we can only get them to start printing the legs, I think we'd be in the money.
Right.
I think
side printing.
Side printing.
Superheroes.
Now, what I do like is that they took your boy's helmet here. Let me show you this. They took your boy's helmet here for Iron Man, and I don't know if you ever seen this before, but it is kind of contoured. Like, so his eyes are indented, his bone cheeks are indented, his mouth has a hump on it, and it's like it's not flat, it's not squared. I don't know if I can get a close up on it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to dig out my other Iron Man and see if they're.
I don't know, yeah. Another Iron Man for the Hall of Armor.
Yeah. I don't know. So at $100, is it on your list? Or nah, you seen one Quinjet, you seen them all?
I like the build, but it's not on my list.
If I needed a Quinjet, yeah, I would get this one.
Yeah, I think this would be the one to get.
Yeah, I think so too. I think this is probably the better Quinjet than them all. Now, would you ever do a UCS Quinjet? And they gave, I don't know, say if it came with let's compare it to, I don't know, the Mandalorian, right? Razor Crest, right? The size of the Mandalorian Razor Crest, and Mandalorian came with what, like three and a half figs plus one buildable one.
I don't know.
No, those UCS sets, man, they're just I don't know. They're a lot. I mean, a lot of everything.
Yeah.
I don't think you got
because I wouldn't, you know, even though I'm a Marvel fan, I wouldn't display, you know, a Quinjet.
Right.
You know, I don't know. Now, if there was an X-Men Blackhawk plane, now that might be something I would display.
Okay. So you saying that the next Marvel UCS should be
a Sentinel. If it's just pie in the sky,
right?
A UCS Sentinel would be badass.
Okay.
I'd say give me huge Galactus brick build.
Ooh, yeah.
You think, bro? Oh,
yeah.
All right.
That'd be
yeah.
That'd
be
good.
That'd be real awesome, man.
I'd really like for them to get some more material. You know, I mean, get these movies out and get some, you know, instead of having to rehash, you know, Hulkbusters all the time. Let's get the X-Men introduced, and maybe we could have an X-Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean.
Yeah, that Infinity Saga thing, like where they're revisiting these sets, you know, it kind of it's like, all right, I like the design, but can we, like, I'm with you. I just want something new. Show me something that you haven't done yet. You know, maybe, you know, you don't want to have.
I'm okay with it. There's a lot of people that, you know, are just getting into it maybe and need a Quinjet, and with the new pieces they're putting into that, and same with the Hulkbuster. You know, if you don't have 5 of them already, this is the one to get.
This is definitely the one to get. This is the better one of them all. I want to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was looking like another Quinjet. But it's the extra features and the details. I can appreciate this one over the others. Like
how many parts are in that one, Mel, and how long did it take you?
Oh, it took me forever. It's like 795 pieces. It took me, I don't know, maybe an hour, friend, because I was doing other stuff, friend. So my pieces per minute is kind of slow. I can't even type. I failed typing 101. I did. Thanks for the the honest input on the Ghost Rider and the Quinjet, Morbius, and the Hulkbuster. Keep it honest, man. If it's a buy, it's a buy. If it isn't, you're not gonna sugarcoat it for you folks. We're not. We're not. All right. Any good words, Jesse?
Looking forward to 2023. Quantum Mania and all kinds of cool stuff coming soon. So
oh yeah, that's next month.
We'll have inspiration before you know it.
I'm surprised we ain't get no sets from that yet.
The movie's just, you can't spoil the movie.
Yeah,
they do it all the time. They did that with Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, they did.
They spoiled the movie with that ship.
Well, they shouldn't. They should wait.
I mean, not like we all didn't know that Shuri was going to be.
I mean, they'll reveal the images before the set comes out, and I think that's the problem.
Yeah,
it would spoil the movie. But there looks like crazy characters, the minifigs that could come out of the Quantum Mania area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe give us a nano build, Ant-Man style. That'd be cool.
Yeah, man.
Well, and we've got a CMF Marvel Series 2 coming out. That's gonna be. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. What If Season 2 also coming out anytime now?
I'm jonesing for that.
See, that's a plus for us because we're waiting for the shows to come out, and then Lego's around the corner with it. Like they're right around the corner. So it's a double whammy, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, folks. Thanks for stopping in with us. We'll catch you on the next review.